perfectly there, and the desk touched on it, right? Both these squads have been studying. I mean, it was just last night that KRU was watching KC almost upset the favorite coming out of North America. And on the flip side, KC is so familiar with KRU's split game. Not only that, this is a standard split comp. Michaela, I'm looking straight at this player because on Haven, on this guy, she was so deadly with her utility. So on the attack side for KRU, you can see they are grouped towards this B main. There was a lot of trap plays that we saw the first time around when KRU were coming. A Sage Slow combined with Dodd's Paint Shell provided KRU so many opening picks. You can see they were trying to pop through. And yeah, these pistol rounds, Lauren, I'm fully expecting just a grouped up swarm kind of factor. And KRU, they need to be loose and they need to have a hot start.
Yeah, I think that's it, right? Where does that momentum begin? That start that they want. Good paranoia to stall, and again, seeing Teo here, I'm going to have to keep my mind a little fresh on how he plays out in this, because it does provide stall, and that's the pop on the flash. It's just brilliant for KC. Reacting perfectly on the scale up towards the site, and now the predicted catch on that mid pressure. Monch can get one, but a second found. But overall, KC very prepared then. Very prepared indeed, and you know, when you look at the composition coming out from KC, they have so much stalling power, so much utility. Those missiles coming out from Glace to Tejo, the KRU, they're gonna have to not be hesitant like they were here. Either explode and full commit to it, or draw it out and default. But a little bit of hesitation on the pistol round, that's not what you want to see from KRU's side of things. You can see the idea, what they wanted to do.
Yeah, the concepts there.
Yeah, place that stage wall, slice the pie, cut off one of those lines, and really scale through. But something stopped Dodds, and that something was KC's utility.
And this has been a conversation we've had on a couple of times. There's already actually GX doing really well here. Comfortable to set a bit of an established approach towards that B main side. But KRU have got sheriffs, and they've got 2 kills. So GX has to sit back. Still has a paranoia in case there was further pressure. Didn't need to pull the cord yet. 2 flashes still with Michaela as well, so utility on both sides to play with. Safia doesn't like this, right? Gonna try and slip through middle. Gonna get themselves posted over towards that mailroom side, but this is gonna be towards A. It's a deeper position for Glance though. Pushed up a little further. Utility, I don't want to say limited, but down towards the end of things. Gonna need 2 here, and with those 2 flashes, a close flash gets out of it just about, but only barely to maybe do a touch of damage. But this is great from KRU. Working together as a pack. Plant should be on next. Don't think much can deny that.
Good utility from Michaela, and you love the repositioning from her as well. Just slowly getting up and close and personal to the screens. You can see Biazik trying to create a crossfire with her, and Monch with that checkmate lurk up A heaven. This is such an optimal position for KRU.
No, KRU are doing everything right here. Can you isolate any of these? It's a great start from GX. 3rd in the round, but they need to get going. That wrap now noticed. That tag coming in from heaven. A smoke still for the site, but it's tucked in the corner. A predictable spam potentially. The defuse started. GXs are moving down low, but at least got towards half. Zafia playing in the smoke. Time running low. You gotta hold this down. Great push in, and they're already on their feet, giving it back to the crowd.
Every single bullet was missing through that smoke, but one Sheriff Stray just catches the diffuser, and I gotta see how close that bar was, because things got so
really close, it felt like, right?
Yeah, and you know, we talked about those opening picks from KRU. They were just gifted 2 sheriffs to start with, and KC, they're gonna have to do a lot better than that, because that's exactly what a comp like KRU want, right? Double heals, the Sky and the Sage. They want to get scrappy. They want to find those opening picks.
Well, Mastercard Thrifty turning round 2.
Oh, man.
Little headshot, but ain't going to do much now. This is KRU taking back control. And again, Monch, love that. Already kind of setting an expected capability. High-level play from them throughout this tournament so far. And a bit of a wake-up call for KC, I'm sure. Right, it's, okay, we can't go too far. Keep in mind, GX got some big starts in that round too, and it still fell apart. So a quick wake-up call. I guess better to find out early than late, as the previous series kind of ran too. But a Frenzy, a Sheriff, and just a classic. And it looks like KRU don't want to take too many chances. Regrouping towards B main. And KC. Oh, the timing is outrageous. GX on the Frenzy. I mean, you couldn't predict that better.
And they were playing so disciplined as well. It's unlucky for the side of KRU. They should be fine, though. A little bit of hesitation. They don't want to just run into this stack. And I was just saying that KRU were doing a fantastic job defaulting and getting this B main control, but at least for the side of KC, they're aware of it, right? This will be the third time they've seen this Sage Slow or plus the Pain Shell in combination, so they should be talking about that. But right now, Sophia, she's all on her lonesome.
Yeah, getting one would be great. That's kind of your chance. The door shuts quickly. Both GX and Glance gonna work their way over, but this should be a sewn-up affair. Again, you're looking at 4 players, fully rifled up. Already got the res as well on Bierzik, so you've got pretty much everything you could hope for. Obviously, for KC, they'd love to do a bit more chip. They'd love to get a little bit of a bonus. At worst, give it up to the spike if that's the case. So, by all rights, I think what you were saying though about that B main awareness, I like seeing that competence early. So there you go. GX gets found. This is good stuff from KRU. Kind of crossing the T's, dotting the I's. And I'm always scared I get that sentence wrong. Crossing the I's, dotting the T's.
Same.
I pause every single time. But
That's
genuinely,
a tricky one.
Yeah, no, it catches me. I've never messed it up, but I'm terrified every time. But again, this is good signs from KC, even in a round loss. It's like, okay, they know what they want to do with this. They've kind of once again almost proof of concepted it in that round by rechecking towards B main. So far, so good. Good to see that hesitation not really come through for KRU too badly, right? It didn't cost them too much. Able to keep the consideration and the approach in the right place.
And I'm looking to see exactly how KRU handle getting gifted such an early Sage res. It's not the best ultimate in the world, but it definitely allows your players to get nice and loose. I wouldn't be surprised if we see an explosive opening here coming through for Dodds. You can expect a double satchel opening. I mean, with the Sky in your comp, you really give yourself those opportunities to be explosive and open quick.
Yeah, but with Alkia here, and then you've got the Teo as well in combination with Glance, it feels like there's a chance for some good stall and rotation.
Dodds
coming in, but a deep position from Dodds, fully blind though. Kinnear saving them. Surely just tucked a little bit deeper on Ramso, unaffected by the flash, able to just work out that problem. Still one isolated on the site, cleared. KRU looking lethal. Christine, they just powerhouse that site.
It's simple, it's just straightforward, and you got to love it. I mean, Bierzik was hot on Dodds' heel. Konir there as well, just a 1-2 punch. One of those players were anti-flash, and you saw the idea coming from Oncelia. That bird ping, she wanted to 1-2 punch them back, but those protocols, those I's being dotted and those T's being crossed, Lauren. That's the side of KRU.
Crazy you went for that. After I bared my soul to you, man. That's crazy. But no, you're right. And those protocols, again, you could look at KRU and maybe look at Dodds or look at maybe Kinnear or Monch, these explosive players, super exciting, but the protocols are there. They're still doing the basics and they're doing it really well. Even on that fast ramp approach, dealing with that flash coming through from vents, really nice. For GX, just trying to keep hold of the Vandal, really. That's about all they're going to get in this. 2 will be remaining. But for KRU, great building blocks. 3 rounds, well fought for, and very well played. These are ticks in the box for me.
Yeah, and if you're KC, you've got to be talking to each other about a buddy system. I mean, look at this kill from Konir, just completely ready and aware, just ready to punish and fill those gaps. So for KC, they've got to be coordinating a buddy system. They've got this waylay in Alkia. It's up to the players of KC to set her up to be able to flood and actually capitalize off this waylay being in this comp.
Oh, because we've seen the best of Alkia as well. She's an incredible talent, very explosive, very mechanically gifted. Have to see if it comes online here, because the same can be said for Dodds as well. Not the most brilliant of beginnings, but the rest of the team there already picking up that slack, and it's very early doors. And there we go. Speaking of mechanical brilliance, lovely shot on the first, and the chip damage is in effect, and taking away Bierzik removes the res, obviously, and that heal. Still going to have it with Sky, but at this point, GX took that TP over. Monch seems completely unaware. Where was the heads-up work from that, Michaela? Quick swing, though, so Plant's back on track, but I get a little bit worried at that point then.
Yeah, things are getting dicey. I mean, Alkia is hot on ready with this flank. Being patient, but Dodds just ready on the trigger. And this crossfire now between Konir and Dodds is going to be deadly. That's a good stun.
Yeah, well set up. Safia going to try and be working off of Glance's utility to get in towards Pillar. Kinnear playing on the other side of the smoke, though. Hard position to break, and it's unbreakable. Just 2 of them alive, but that's fine. It's what they need. They've got ults coming online. They've got everything they'd want.
KRU are looking comfortable.
And cool, calm, collected is Konir, one of the veterans of this squad, just making that look easy. And that's what you love to see from your Omen, just quickly realizing you could just drop a smoke at your feet, cut off that choke, and just hard hold that smoke. Things got dicey on that low buy for KC. That's what you want to be able to warm up back into this defense-sided map. For KC, you can see they're changing things up just slightly. Just going to leave GX to her own devices, kind of bait out this utility towards this B main. They don't want to contest it anymore. And a slower round for KRU this time. They are so used to these last 6 rounds, finding those opening kills with that sort of aggression with the comboed plays, but just holding back.
And it's a deep exploration towards B main. You could see that kind of further fact-finding there. A postured up player towards that A push out too. And it's Alkia. There's the reward for that slightly braver play. Pop flash. Zafia wants in, finds it. Follow-up! Good shots, great spacing. That's better from KC, suiting that slower tempo. KRU let the foot off the gas, and KC are right back in it.
And power in numbers, so together there is KC. And what a beautiful flash coming out from Onsili. I mean, both the skies on both these rosters have been throwing out perfect utility, and it all starts with this. I mean, all Kia, that's beautiful crosshair placement. And Monch, I'm not sure what the comms were coming through in mid. I don't know why Monch took that timing in that exact moment that she did, but for KRU, they want to distract just slightly a little bit more towards mid. Either way, though, KRU, this makes things interesting. Look at all these ultimates online, on board. Oh,
I'm seeing an admin.
I see it too.
It's got to be a headset, right? It's got to be an audio. We're going to give it a second here. I'll get this one hopefully fixed up. And also, obviously, they can't talk tactics, right? That's not the way the game works out here. But for KRU, they do have the full hand of ults.
Yes.
So obviously they can't discuss it in this moment, but you'll be thinking it, right? You're sitting there kind of dwelling on it for a second. Okay, we can kind of bring out this full hand. And they still have a very good buy as well. Financially sitting in a very good spot, still fully able to purchase here. So no issues on that front. It was just that little bit of a different tempo they were playing with, right? They kind of didn't fight for the extremities that time, went for that later mid approach, which was handled very well by KC. So I wonder what the go back is now from KRU. They have a couple of rounds to play with. Again, they don't have to be too worried about that. So looking like hopefully this is getting resolved. It's all smiles, so that's not too bad. I worry when I see headsets off. That's when my fear comes in.
Same. The admins have definitely been a little more relaxed though across the board this year. I feel like, which is nice because during these tech pauses last year, we weren't allowed to say a word. You would get fined if you say a word. Like hawks.
Yeah, so I think this should hopefully be fixed up soon enough. Just going to do those final checks. Again, quick reminder, it is an elimination game, right? So you don't want to have those little errors, those little things going through your mind. You want to make sure everything's kind of in the right place. So checking that one out now, and hopefully that comes through nice and fast. And for KC, this isn't a map we've seen much of them on, but obviously they've got plenty of tape of KRU here, so they can kind of come in with maybe some expectations. They don't look uncomfortable. I'd love to see Alkia more activated. We saw that kind of first time taking that space over towards A side, posturing up for a little bit of a deeper fight. That worked out very well. Actually, the first kill to get Alkia on the board. So it'll be interesting to see if KC can now activate some of their individuals here. Having Glance quiet and Alkia quiet removes some of the bigger pieces of their puzzle.
100%, especially considering how deadly Alkia looked, especially on that Jet. So still looking to see that sort of same player comfort on that agent, on this new agent in Waylay for Alkia's side of things. And we've mentioned it before, Lauren, 5 ultimates online on the board for KRU. This was a long pause. Sometimes after pauses like these, even if it's a tech pause, a little overthinking might happen.
Sure.
You start to get iced out. You start to over Band-Aid and over problem solve. We'll see how simple KRU keep it because they've got every win condition at their disposal.
But there's 3 players on this B site ready, and there's the investments, ults galore, and they find very little actually. That did not look planned, and maybe you were spot on with this. Overcorrecting, overthinking. Counterseek is going to come through and confirm it's majority B side. Nothing going down mid, nothing going towards A. So they can keep this pack of players. A lot of faith in GX on that solo effort towards B, but because of this, right? The 3-play stack down middle. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be a brawl. And KC coming out on top. They don't need to stick around. They can peel away.
Oh, that momentum swing coming through. Biazik at least has the Sage res available, and you can see that KRU, they want to reaggress and clear mid before they actually res through. This should make things a 4v4, and another missile coming through for Glance. And Glance's Taeho missiles, her utility is what stuffed KRU's hit and made Dodd's showstopper not get any value in this round. Glance's Taeho drone doesn't spot anyone, but this immediate dog after will give the sound cues and all the information that KC are looking for in this round.
Zafia is going to be on an island if they went towards A. They're not. They're looking to go through heaven. It's still where the vast majority of the pack of KC reside. They're still on site here. KC coming online. It's Glance again. A quiet beginning and a very loud end to the round. GX gets the job done. KC prepared. And that was meant to be the full hand. 3 big ults from KRU and they find nothing.
That is a feels bad for KRU. I mean, and you saw the ideas, right? Dodds was so explosive to start, but Glance, she had the counter ready. Not only does she have the missile, but that drone, timinged right, can really put a spanner in the works. And man, for KRU, I think a pause should be on the table here pretty soon, because they got to catch their breath.
That
they
worries
were up
you.
4-0, yeah.
Coach Potter starting to kick into gear, calling for timeouts, and I actually don't blame you. Seeing that little shift there, as Alkia now on a different line, deeper line, seeing that versatility. That's scary for KRU. Gonna have to learn on the fly how to deal with this one. And this purchase is gonna be lacking in some areas, right? Light shields.
Dots?
I think GX knows it though. Yeah, GX is very aware someone could have slipped that smoke, but still gets outdone. Good trade from Glance, who's keeping this one together. Monch has slipped the net, but can Michaela get out? She can. Okay, so can make it towards A. It kind of goes in towards what Monch can do with 5 HP.
Yeah, but she has the Viper's Pit, and Michaela's on the way with the heal. This should allow KRU to set up in a deadly post plant, but look at the ults coming out. Alkia and Glance. If KRU stay inside this Viper's Pit, it is going to be hell.
Yeah, I almost want them to try and play a little ahead of it. And here we go. You can see that utility being poured on in. Where do you run and where do you hide? It's going to clear through the site, and Michaela's going to find Glance. Hold on. They're holding on to this one. Alkia now with it all to do. Nice adjustment from Monch, slipping towards that CT side. Good work from Michaela. Pop flash out. The ult takes a fight and can dip back in, buying precious time. And Alkia's finding nothing here, getting no play, getting no options. I think she's turning tail and getting out of there. Very well done by KRU. I thought the odds were completely against them then.
It looked that way. It certainly did. I'm not sure what happened with Alkia and Glance there, because you saw a beautiful combination of ultimates completely isolating both members of KRU. But Glance was all on her lonesome. She dived into the site, but I think Alkia heard something or a miscomm came through. They were very separated in that 2 versus 2 retake. Unfortunate for them, but I mean, KRU, they were always ready in that post.
Yeah, and looking back at the start of things, I mean, kind of from this point, you thought, okay, all looking good, Monch barely alive, but doing serious work on that isolated effort on the A side. Again, so many moments in this round feeling like KRU had that, or excuse me, KC had that upper hand, but still flipping as the buy looking a little bit shaky now back for KC. They're the ones suffering, and a pacey piece coming out from Dodds. Quick up towards ramp. But a deeper, more committed fight from KC. That is not one player. That's going to be 2 hurt here. There is even a third. Zafia wants in. And they're sticking on this one. Zafia digging deeper, taking the fight towards Dodds. And now they've got to try and maybe reset a little bit deeper. They don't need to stay around too close on this, but KRU looks like they want in here.
Very committed as KRU. All 4 members, all 5 members started the round towards this A. They feel like they've got to get an equalizer, or at the very least, push back the defenders and gain control of this A heaven, but KC, they don't want to give it up.
And I like this kind of willingness to refight, go back in, Glance.
Oh, Konir!
That's twice now Konir on ramp has been instrumental in KRU keeping this in their favor. But Zafia's still on this side. They should know she was around. There's the awareness, but still a great shot. Spike now noted, rotation should be on the way. Alkia, that operator coming through. And Celia, not too far off, and Konir getting out of there, but look who's close by. Alkia, hello! Oh, wait, a missed shot! She can't go back for this one, and Monch just found Ancelia. This is getting sketchier, 2v2, and Alkia, hesitation now. You're not going to go for this on your own. Finally, support's coming in.
Munch is so far away, and KC, they know it. They want to speed up this retake. You can see Safia already pressing the issue, but Alkia with the op on her hands, it's going to be all Safia alone.
It feels like a weird 1v1, but Safia's won it. This plant is not for Munch. There's very little she can do trying to run, but Alkia lands the one that matters in the end. Safia's timing there to find that 1v1 was everything.
Beautiful stuff, and you love to see the communications coming through to press the issues, speed up the pace, and Munch, she found the opening kill, the equalizer towards that A, but that just gave the information to speed things up. And Konir, my goodness, she was always been there to be that kind of spear to make sure those trades go in the favor of KRU, but KC feeling themselves and regaining this momentum on this defense-sided map.
And look, as much as it feels like at times they've been streaky rounds, it's been close enough that one round shatters the bye. Back down to Sheriffs, one remaining rifle on Munch, and that's it. So what options do they have?
I like this move coming from KRU, though. They want to just slow things down, and this has kind of been their win con this whole time, this pack. Being able to heal up and get scrappy. And this round, I think they should be trying to collect orbs, get as many kills on the back of Dodds as possible, get that showstopper online at least one more time before the end of this first half. But no, they just want to explode.
Nice stall, really nice from Safia there. Yeah, Dodds can get ahead, but the rest can't really scale in at the same time, so slowed down. Don't need to overextend, they can give up a little bit of space on this. Hold the deeper push through. No denial on plant. Okay, Glance, fair play, man, what the hell? And now it's down to 3, this is tough. These post-plant positions, they're weird, but I don't know if they're going to be enough to be able to hold back this 5-play work back through from KC. GX still very heads up. There was a chance. And oh yeah, KC 2 locked in. Konir, you're great, but you're not this good. KC, sweep through sight, 5 standing. And they are back at the door. KRU going to be held at that 5. And a lot of upgrades there. They're going to get the full house of rifles. And it's 5-5.
What a clean round. What a clean round, and that's exactly what you want if you're KC going out into the rest of this first half, especially considering how that anti-eco went for themselves. I mean, for them, they're looking at this woulda, coulda, shoulda been up 10-0 for them with this snowball, especially with how solid these last couple of rounds for them have been. And Safia, she's got a big decision on her hands. You can see she's in that position towards Vent. I think she's looking to pre-prop this ult in mid early, but this ultimate on KRU's side, on Michaela's back, the Sky Dogs, it's definitely going to make her have sort of back up, but no Viper ult and a missed shot to open.
A lot more awareness there that time. So early spot of where the operator's dedicated towards, but it's Glance who's been very good at handling a lot of that pressure through middle. Out of 2s or 3s she's found there. I'm just going to have to wait out the utility for now. A little bit of a pause for thought. There goes the drone, reconfirming attendance almost. That swing from Safia, but a step too late. Smoke off towards Heaven's side, but it's double stack on Vent here. Refight from Safia, but it's Dodds to double down. KRU win out the fight in middle and open up access. Seekers come in, Glance has to respect this, fall further away. Gives away Alkia's position too. They've got good info here, and they make the right choice.
And that's the first time KRU have won this mid-interaction in quite some time. Allows them to just pivot and open up to this free A site. And look at this post-plant position. Konir with the paranoia ready to set up Dodds.
Yeah, primed for this. Dodds holding. Forced off on the first. Still waiting is Konir. Second that they call in for this, that they feel that pressure. There it is. Doesn't quite connect though. There's GX looking to maybe par through Heaven. Konir's going to find that though. Connects the bullets, not the paranoia. That's just fine. Alkia and Glance. You kind of know this one's done here. And Michaela wants it done too. Just doubling down here. And survival is not going to be an option for KC. KRU taking back matters, and as you highlighted, first time we've seen them, I don't say cleanly, but win out in middle.
Yeah, coming out on top of those trades is everything for KRU, and I find it so funny about this Omen paranoia and how weak it seems. But either way, it makes the defenders reposition, opens up that line for Dawes to go on the line and win it. And yeah, that's a decisive round coming out for KRU. At least for the side of KC, they're still able to buy an operator, and this time it's not on the back of Alkia, it's on Celia's back. And look, she's just going to be that A anchor, sitting far back, not going to allow Monch to be any sort of rat. And there's that ultimate coming through here for Safia. Now, KRU, they haven't, that was the first time really this half that they came out decisively in one mid. Oh no, that's not what you want to see. Konir gets caught trying to spam that invisible Tejo drone, and unfortunate for that.
Yeah, I guess it does still put a lot of pressure on Celia here.
There's a chance. I mean, Biazik might try to grab this orb at A main, double back towards, and perhaps try to res. I mean, you can see that Michaela is lingering around in mid, but KRU, they want to fully clear A main first.
Okay, so they've got an idea of where they're heading. There's still someone in middle, though. Keep your eyes on that. Michaela there, slowly working forward, and Safia gets caught. Okay, so the rotation's going to be slightly cut off here. They have options for this one. Dots are trying to keep them humble on CT, but what a shot. You're not meant to win that fight. And now the showstopper just going to clear sight and be like, hey, it's all good, guys. Plant going to be on the cards. And I mean, KRU made that look almost too easy, it felt like.
Definitely, I don't know how Monch got that shot off on the operator. At least for the side of KC, though, Glance has a pretty decent timing on this flank. It's going to allow GX to just eyes forward, focus front. And this Paranoia, it's got a perfect line to set up Glance, but she's so far away.
Yeah, it's at 1, 2, 3 seconds that she can't quite close in. Then now it loses that effectiveness. Spots out one by Scream, but it doesn't really matter by this point. GX now has to go huge in a 1v3, and these angles, okay. Hard to undo individually, and eventually Michaela is there. KRU stabilizing well. Gotta say though, KC still looking pretty dangerous in this, right? This was a hard fought for first half. Good couple of rounds here to keep this one competitive. KRU will maintain the lead at 7, but it's far from over.
One enemy remaining.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Bombing 6 from a girl with the beach brown, 6'4", but he doesn't like to go down. Lives for the chase, but we shook him off somehow.
All right, Christine, you getting pumped up in this halftime here. We can have a little look at the Coinbase Econ report, but tell me what you were saying there, because your eyes turned towards one player.
Absolutely. I'm looking straight at Alkia. They're swapping sides on the attack side now, and on the defense, she couldn't really get the ball rolling, get into that flow state. Now, on this attack side, there's a lot of interesting, fun, loose things that the Waylay can do. You can double dive into the missiles that Glance provides after she clears open an area. You can follow this Omen ult, or you can follow the Skydog. A lot of opportunities at her feet to find these opening kills. So I'm looking at KC to get loose here. Once they get that map control, be committed with Alkia on this Waylay.
And I actually didn't ask your prediction on this map. I don't normally do it, but I'm quite curious which way you're leaning on this one.
You know what? It's really
close,
KRU
right?
are up 7-5, but I gotta go with KRU. I gotta go with KRU.
You're sticking with that one. Okay, fair enough.
Sticking
All
with
right,
it.
I see that. Fair play. I don't normally ask predictions. I just like to put you on the spot every now and then. You know what I mean? Just add a little hatred.
That's fair.
Let's see how this goes. So it will be a little bit of a look towards Alkia throughout this half. How much play does she get on this? And it seems very direct. This crunch towards A. It's going through middle. It's going up ramp.
And it looked like a desperation fight towards that A main approach. And now scaled down towards Ramp. They're going for the fight again. Dodds winning out, though. Is a thorn in their side. Do they ignore it? Do they try and cross towards side? They do. And actually, they win the fight on Heaven. Now Dodds is in a weird spot, right? Like, a little bit alone, maybe able to rejoin towards Ramp here, but considering... Ow, okay, no, this classic. Oh! Oh, and Biazik just got GX. It's down to just Safia. How have we gotten here? Oh, Safia, this is not how you wanted this one to go. Your teammates leaving you all alone. Slowed out, paint shell put in. You gotta face the music and it ain't pretty. It's not playing your song, man. Hello?
Wait a minute.
Hello? Guys, whoa. Okay, it got a little bit scary there. I got a little nervous. He's just like slow creeping in.
Trusting that stage slow a little too much as KRU, but aware as ever. I mean, I don't think they had any business winning this round, especially considering how this beginning portion went. I mean, what the hell happened to Michaela's bird? It was a little bit confusing. But man, Dodds, the way she just handled that, dancing around, no armor, no utility, and fully blind. It's just, it's the power of the movement right there.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Apparently so.
Fall into hips, Lauren.
I'm too old, Christine, man. I creep when I move these days. Stinger's coming out. We have a force buy coming in. And, well, Monch is set up to succeed, at least for one. Good trade from GX. Unwilling to relent. Taking that space. Does have the spike in towards middle, though, so it feels a bit sketchy. But for now, it's Biazik feeling a little uncomfortable, kind of left alone on the balcony ledge with Michaela to try and support. How does KC want to go about this? They got options here.
Yeah, communications coming through for the side of KRU, letting each other know that they did in fact force buy. I love the fact that Michaela is using the range, keeping it. Oh, the double team.
Okay, 4 more bullets from Michaela. Plenty in the mag. Zalkia's issues now start to compound, down on 47 HP, going to be overwhelmed. KRU sending a message here. Bullets to the body, and they are coming out swinging.
And Monch handled that round so well. I mean, sure, she only got that first kill, but she did so much damage and really disrupted KC's idea of that fast opening. I mean, they force fought with Stingers coming into this round, and I mean, Monch is feeling good in mid, solo. We see Dodds just heating up. Konir has been an anchor. And look at the money on the side of KC. They're going to have to play this one with just Sheriffs.
Yeah, that feels incredibly hard. And now they can take a bit of a risk here in the bonus. Konir goes unchecked and just laying damage. The judge is shutting it down. KRU making it look all too easy, and it feels like KC just wanted out of this round. Sheriff's just left littered on the ground. And the rest of the map now going to be surrounded. This is going to have to be a big turnaround from KC. They want this one to look competitive. KRU have set the bar.
You know,
what are you trying to do here, Christine? You trying to get them to...
You know, I would have loved it if KRU just sent Dodds in there. Activate your duelist. She's one off the showstopper. It would have been a fantastic bonus for them coming into this round 18. All good, though. All good. Everyone's got to heat up, Lauren. I mean, Biazik deserves that.
You asked for perfection, you know? that's my coach right there. Yeah, so Dodds is going to be one off. Actually switching over to the judge. I wonder if we're going to see some aggression on that. I'm curious. So essentially an extended bonus now. Still going to have a little bit more fire to it, a little bit more bite with that Phantom and Vandal now in hand. We see on the other side, KC, it's got to be off the rip, right? This is scary times. And the switch back on the weaponry too.
A quick switch as well. Monch just teeing up Dodds, and we talked about that one being off showstopper. Dodds wants to linger around this mid. And this Viper Molly, great reaction to slow down any sort of attackers to try to follow through with that dog. Oh no. Ooh. Spammed.
Yeah, that's going to be frustrating. Monch has backfilled that space, so can make sure no one goes through this. But for KC, that's a great start in their minds as well. They're happy with that. Player to the good and Dodds removed as well. That's the potential ult off the cards if that had come in. So you now look to see what KC get up to. This slow look towards A. The pixel above being watched by Biazik. There aren't light shields though. It is
damage.
Good damage, yeah, don't get me wrong. They can get these heals going though. Again, still have that Sky there to top up a little bit of the health. Biazik trying to look for that next angle, that slightly deeper line. Doesn't fancy tussling with that, so the site will fall into the hands of KC.
Michaela does have a flash right on the heels of Biazik though, and that's a beautiful blind.
Yeah, but she's still up close. Still getting personal. Gonna find two. Kinnear the one to try and tilt those scales back a little bit by taking away Glance, but it's a 4v2. Kinnear and Munch. That's a lot of players to work through. Two over towards that ramp side, a little bit disconnected. Two towards Pillar. Nasty little post plant to try and figure out. They're not getting much play. Yeah, KC not going to take any chances here. Don't want to allow any naughtiness. And Kinnear can take down one more, but three left standing. Decent enough, can still buy around this. And KC needed that.
They absolutely did, and three members on the side of KC staying alive at the end of it will help their finances as well. KRU, they got one more strong buy coming into the beginning portions of this second half. And they've been the one in the driver's seat pretty much this whole map, especially after that second round loss from KC. A lot of risks in this first map so far, because in the second half, KC even force bought as well. So
True.
KC, I mean, both squads, it's been a bit of a hot potato of that driver's seat, but a huge swing round coming to this one. I love to see the operator on the back of Dodds.
I'm in for it. Played in a little on the corner. Two, yeah, great shot as well. Safia going down is the first issue too. What are you meant to do with four right off the rip? It's so early to lose out on a player.
And look how fast and mobile Dodds is being as well. The line, the Viper wall getting cut off is going to allow Dodds to be free and arrive in time to wherever KC want to poke and prod.
And you almost feel good about it, seeing that smoke coming in. Yeah, Dodds, ever present in this, hard to avoid now. Highlighted perfectly by what you said. Safia going down, removes a little bit of that worry. She has that freedom now to play the map. For KC, got to stay as the pack, really. Try and play this in, get some favorable trades, potentially. But once again, look who's here. Dodds now set up once again. Hello,
ace
Dodds.
time.
You're just everywhere at this point. And yes, she wants it. She's chasing, showstopper out. It's good. 4 in the round. The crowd is commanding it. One bullet left to play with, and one player left to hunt down. And Celia on the run, and Dodds on the hunt. Can she get 5? She absolutely can. 5 kills. That is magic for KRU.
Dodds feeling good, getting into that flow state, and you saw right behind her, it's been Konir as a pocket omen this whole half. She was able to recollect and pick up that operator as well. Dodds feeling good, and oh man, these were such clean shots. She almost had 150 HP until this last kill where she just barely gets touched. I'll stand up, Munch.
Oh man, this has been good. 11-6. KRU, again, sometimes you look at them playing like, oh, I hope they're not too hesitant. I hope they don't have that slow start. It can get away from them sometimes. But when they find that gear, when they kick into it, the potential is so high. I mean, Dodds has been a treat to watch, and I think it kind of rolls back a little bit to what Mel was saying in that very short little clip we got at the start, but very underrated. I think you can overestimate others sometimes and kind of fall foul to that and maybe not give as much credit as they deserve, making so much danger in that lower bracket run. They've already really taken some names down there. So at this point, they're teed up to close out this map. For KC, another timeout to call here. But again, you can't avoid looking at the money at this point too, right? It's going to be a half buy at best. A couple of volts, but still not pretty. Kind of shut out of this half.
Yeah, 100%. When you watch a team like KRU, you can kind of see the inner workings and the evolvement and that growth going through in those kind of moments where they overthink scenarios, like on this pistol round, but they're definitely heating up and kind of blossoming right in the nick of time, and it's up to KC to really apply that pressure. I mean, this is a perfect round to do it. A low buy round like this, things can get really messy and really dicey, but Dawes is just, she's not slowing down, Lauren.
No, the confidence just keeps building. I was a bit worried when she was tucked into that corner that might get overwhelmed, could get punished. No, all good. No sweat. Still has tools as well, still has full kit of utility, no problem in that regard. And Biazik going back into this spot, nasty really, right? It frees up again. Dodds, new angle, new line, new position. So wherever KC want to maybe lean towards, it feels like they don't have that opportunity. So it just feels difficult. It feels very uphill for KC here. And again, maybe this isn't the round you'd expect them to have masses of impact in, but it's still a good chance. You needed a fight back. Certainly did need more confidence with Dodds at the very least. Maybe a chance to talk for KC. Mull things over, consider what they want to do into probably the final round if they don't get the ball rolling soon.
Yeah, and right now the inner clock for Michaela should be ticking away. She dogged earlier and saw 2 members. That bird doesn't catch anyone.
30 seconds
No
left.
flashes left for Michaela. She's got to land these shots.
Yeah, committed to the angle, waits for the swing. Kinnear comes in to try and bail her out. Better from KC, but Michaela still holds the line. Expects the wrap from Pillar, but they break in. KC making something out of nothing. Hold on! No! Safia goes down and Glance has to get involved. KRU just recovering at the very end there. I thought KC had a chance.
It looked like it. I mean, that molly from launch barely just touching the toes and just ticking away with 10 seconds left. That was Casey's round on this scrappy low buy, and they handled it well. I mean, Dawes was able to find that opening pick, making things even more difficult, but I mean, the ride or die for Safia as well.
Oh, yeah.
That was Casey's round to lose. KRU, not sure how they busted that win out.
Oh man, all right. And sadly for Alkia, that just hasn't really felt there's been time until then. And it felt desperate. It felt a bit too isolated, a bit too individual. And now they're just going into what felt like a blender. Good trade from Kinnear to keep things on their side and now trying to do her own sort of damage. Leaving Dodds with a bit of different freedom. But does get caught. Here we go, hold on. Rez comes in, Dodds back on her feet.
Members in sewers.
I don't understand. I don't, oh. Time to run. I think they get out plenty of time in the end, but it certainly sends them scurrying towards Ancilia.
But they're just going to kind of run into each other. This is such an awkward round. I love the reset from KRU, though. They're tired of playing this weird game. They're going to make KC make the move here.
Yeah.
That's huge info.
Yeah, Michaela can kind of play this corner, right? Buy some more time, 48 seconds. They're going into this 3-play stack. You get one, you get the trade, Dodds right back into it, back from the dead. But they're fighting forward, fighting together. 2 of them trying to work this out the wall. It's ambitious, but Bierzik finds safety and buys a little bit of time. Kinnear's now here. Bierzik no longer alone, but KC get on the site. Just about we're looking for that plant. But Bierzik's here fast, man. She is here quick as hell. And the temptation to push. Oh! No way! Where did that bullet just go? I don't believe what I just saw, Christine.
I don't even think that was on the player. That's ridiculous move.